Wrestling figure collection is finally here. Now, this is probably going to be the last one for a while for the Jakks, just because I don't know how long it's going to take me to accumulate enough new Jakks figures for a new video, but I do have future ideas of maybe an AEW figure collection. I do also have to do a part 3 of my Martel wrestling figure collection. I could do Marvel Legends, I could do probably a bunch of other figures, Black Series. But yeah, so this will be the last Jakks one for a bit, but I will promise there will be a part 10 one day. But today it's part 9, and we're going to start off with a Jakks Classic Superstar, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. Great looking figure. Unfortunately, it has the glitter problem where if you touch this jacket anywhere, you're getting glitter on yourself. So I'm going to try and figure out a way to maybe get the glitter off of them. I don't know. It's you can't really touch them, right? So unless you want glitter all over yourself. But yeah, very nice looking figure. Head sculpt's very, very nice. It says Mr. Wonderful on the back. Very nice figure. We're going to put him to the side away from everybody else. He's too glittery. Next figure up, we have the Undertaker without his hat, unfortunately. This is like more of an entrance Undertaker. We're doing a promo Undertaker. He's got his long coat on. Very nice figure. I think it was a WrestleMania figure. I could be wrong. But yeah, very nice to have Taker with his coat and everything. Just don't have the hat. Got to get another hat for him. Not a bad Taker figure there. Next up, we got the Body, Jesse Ventura. Very nice figure. One I picked up pretty cheap. Does have loose arms, unfortunately. Oh, excuse me. Has a couple scuffs here and there on him, but other than that, he's in decent shape. Pretty nice figure to have. I've always liked Jesse Ventura. His bandana comes off there. Very nice. Very flashy tights on the guy. But yeah, just, you know, a badass guy. Former governor. Of course, he's in the movie Predator. Badass character, Blaine. I've seen a lot of people use this head on Blaine custom figures because NECA or nobody's never made a Jesse Ventura figure from the movie Predator, unfortunately. But yeah, awesome. Happy to have Jesse in the collection. We'll put him on top. He's top row worthy. Next up, another one that's funny, actually. Last video I was talking about the Devon, and I guess I did have the Bubba to match, but the Bubba isn't the same color because I guess these figures were both talking about when they got drafted, I guess, because the Devon got drafted to SmackDown, Bubba got drafted to Raw, so they put him in red, and then they put Devon in blue. But I guess I did have a Bubba Ray this whole time that matched it. This one, I guess I missed in my previous videos, but not a bad Bubba. A little slim, but still a very nice Titantron Bubba Ray Dudley. Who do we got next? We got Classic Superstars Papa Shango. Very nice Classic Superstar figure. He does have that Fit Finley disease, I like to call it, where he's always just looking down, like he's yelling at someone lower than him or smaller than him. But yeah, you know, it's not that bad. His face is still very nice. He does have his necklace and his hat, at least. I think he's supposed to come with like other stuff, but I don't really remember. But yeah, very minty, very nice Papa Shango. Tattoos look very nice on him. But yeah, another new face to add to the collection and the Jakks collection there. Very cool. Classic Superstars. All right, who do we got next? We have MVP. Just recently had a match the other day with the Hurt Syndicate there on AEW. But this one's a little banged up, unfortunately. Another one I got really cheap. Just nice to have another MVP. I only have one, I think, in my collection for Jakks in the purple. So this one's pretty cool, too. Just a little bit loosey-goosey. But nice to have another MVP in the collection there. Put him off to the side. Another loosey-goosey banged up. We got another jacked head Jericho here. A lot of marks on this guy. I'm just going to end up probably cleaning him up, throwing him in a bin. The other one I had from the last video looks way better than this, even the tights and everything. But yeah, this was just a throw-in. I don't even think I paid for this technically. So yeah, there's Chris Jericho. Next up, we got some awesome classic superstars. We got Eddie Guerrero with the I'm Your Papi shirt and the undisputed belt. The awesome green tights. Another one that, yep, unfortunately has the loosey arms, but other than that, he's in pretty good shape. It's just a shirt. Looks a little baggy on him. I don't know. Looks weird, but at the time when this figure came out, wow, like if you had this and you were a kid, it was pretty amazing because they released this after he passed away. So it's just nice to get this look for him. The head scan's perfect. He's got that perfect hairstyle too for the time. Just great looking Eddie Guerrero figure. Definitely a fronter one day. We'll put him up top for now. Very nice figure. Next up, we got Jakks classic hairy version of George the Animal Steele. Now, they released this figure twice. One without hair and then one with the fuzzy fake hair on it. Feels very weird to touch this and hold this. But, I mean, it's pretty cool at the same time. So, one I always kind of wanted. When I picture old WWF, I just picture, like, he's one of the guys I picture all the time. I don't know why. I think it's just because I used to see his LJN laying around my cousin's house and stuff on the floor, and just always wondered who the hell this weird guy was. But there he is, George the Animal Steele, the hairy version. Very cool to have that. Next up, we got another Stone Cold Steve Austin to add to the collection here. Yeah, not a bad one, I guess. Decent jacket. He's got both knee braces. He's got the wristbands. Just not a huge fan of this head sculpt. They put it on a few Austins, but not a fan of that head. Again, the body, it's okay. It's a little beefy, but not a bad Steve Austin. Always nice to add more Steve Austins to the collection. One of my favorites. Who do we got next? We got another classic superstars. We got Kamala. We did get his mask, but I don't think he is complete. I think he did come with like a staff or something. Not too sure. Another guy I don't really know too much about. I just know he was the Ugandan Giant. That's all I remember about him. But nice figure. He does have a very nice crazy face scan. And yeah, I'm happy to have at least his mask, but there is Kamala. Boom. Big boy. Next up, we got another Chris Jericho. I believe this one was also a throw-in because he has a pretty gnarly stain on his arm there, unfortunately. But besides that, honestly, this figure is pretty nice. Love the attire on this Jericho. Screams 2004, 2003, 5, all those three eras there. But yeah, just an awesome looking Jericho. Hopefully we can get that off. Probably not. But, you know, whatever. It's still a nice little Jericho to have in the collection. Next up, we'll bring these both out. I do believe I have one of these guys already. I think I have this one. I want to say that's Doug Basham. I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember exactly. But I didn't have this one, the one without the facial hair. So now I have both. I just have to go back and look and see which one I have in better condition of this version. But yeah, I do have the Bashams now. Very nice. Who else do we got here? We got Shelton Benjamin. One that was also very cheap and couldn't really tell the condition of him from the pictures. He looked nice in the pictures. His legs are okay. His ankles are a little loose. His arms are a bit loose. The head almost looks like it's a different color than the whole body, though, right? So that's the only thing throwing me off with it. I feel like this is another one in the later days of Jakks. I don't know. I just when I see those body types, I feel like that was towards the end. But yeah, I don't know. It's a decent figure. Shelton Benjamin. Next up, we got another new face to the collection. Finally, we have Luther Reigns. One I've been kind of after for a while. I know he's not really like remembered fondly or anything, but he was around, and I remember the 2-pack with Kurt. A buddy of mine used to have this figure, and I was always wondering why he came with these weird arms, but you know, at the same time, it's not bad. Played with a bit. Unfortunately, he's got some marks. Got to try that magic eraser trick very soon. After I'm done this video, I'm going to probably go to the store and buy one of those and clean up my figs. But yeah, not a bad Luther Reigns. I feel like he's one of those guys you got to have in your Ruthless collection because he was there, man. He was there with Kurt and wheeling him out in a wheelchair and whatnot. But yeah, there's Luther Reigns. Next figure we're going to look at is Paul Bearer. Again, another Paul Bearer to add to the collection here. This one's a little different. He's got the red tie. Still gigantic, unfortunately. But yeah, it's Paul Bearer. Very nice scan. We've seen a lot of times, but just those giant legs, man. What are we going to do? Paul Bearer. Next up, we got the Big Boss Man. We got the Big Boss Man, classic superstars. This is like old school Boss Man, new gen era. Good face scan on him. Body type is different, I will say. I don't think I have any figures with this body type, honestly. This might be the first one. I don't know how many guys they released with this kind of bigger gut body. I think Dusty Rhodes got a figure that looked like this, kind of like in a 2-pack with Cody. But yeah, very interesting body choice. Not bad. Not a bad Big Boss Man there. Classic superstar. Next up, we got another classic Shawn Michaels. Very nice Shawn Michaels figure. I almost want to say this is from a 2-pack with Razor. I'm not too sure. I have to double check. But a very nice Shawn Michaels. Always like the white tights with the red hearts. I think it pops really nice. Not sure if he's supposed to have a design on the back of the vest, probably, but Jakks, you know how they do it. But yeah, very nice head sculpt. Hair looks nice. Body type. He's ripped. Colored tattoo, which is nice to see. And yeah, just a very nice Shawn Michaels. Let me know if that's the one from the 2-pack. I believe it is. I'm just not 100% sure. Could be wrong. Next up, we got another new face to the collection. One I didn't think I would actually ever get just because I haven't really seen him around too much, but Kenzo Suzuki. I believe he was a Toys R Us exclusive in a 2-pack with Rene Dupree and Fifi. Yeah, I don't even remember seeing that on shelves, but yeah, very cool. Kenzo Suzuki, I think this is his only WWE figure, so he might have a deluxe. Honestly, I don't know. I just only remember ever seeing him with Renee in that 2-pack. So, another very cool one to add. He's got a couple marks on him here and there, but all in all, he's not in bad shape. So, Kenzo Suzuki, we'll put him up top. The gold shiny pants. Next up, we got another classic. We got the Honky Tonk Man. Very nice figure. Has his guitar with him. He's got a nice jumpsuit on. Yeah, just a very nice honky tonk. Not really much more to say about him. I haven't taken this outfit off or anything to see what he's wearing underneath, but looks like he's got the red tights underneath, which is very cool. Very nice honky tonk man. I don't know what series. Something screaming to me with the red tights that he came with Ultimate Warrior. I could be wrong, but there is the honky tonk man. We'll put him up top, that guitar. And the next figure we got is the Iron Sheik with his blue gown, robe looking thing. Unfortunately, don't have his headdress, so on the lookout for another headdress for this Sheik. I actually want to get 2 of those headdresses because I want to put one on my Muhammad Hassan as well. because the Muhammad Hassan came with like a weird bandana instead of like a headdress like he's supposed to. So I'm on the lookout for 2 headdresses. This Sheik is in very nice shape. I think this was the one from the 3-pack with Nikolai and one other person. I can't really put it on my tongue right now. But yeah, there's the Iron Sheik. Not bad. Always nice to have another Sheik in the collection. Hell yeah. Who do we got next? Oh man, we got a big boy. Way too big boy. We got Rikishi. Yeah, what to say about this Rikishi? Definitely not as big as this in real life. This is like if Rikishi wasn't a wrestler and just sat around all day. But yeah, I mean, I think this is like the King Kong Bundy body, and they just reused it for like Vader, probably Earthquake, Typhoon. Probably missing somebody else, but yeah, just way too big to be Rikishi, man. They should have just, I don't know, they should have used a lot of different parts, but at the end of the day, it's still Rikishi. It's cool, I guess, but just way too big, man. Way too big on that body type. Put him off to the side over here. The Titantron Rikishi is actually very nice, so I'll probably end up using that one in any display and put that one in a tote. Next up, we got an awesome Rob Van Dam here. One I don't even know where it's from. I like how he comes with the Rob Van Dam finger hands. Just very nice RVD. Unfortunately, no paint on the back. But he looks pretty cool from the front. Yeah, let me know if you guys know what series this is from. Not really sure. It says Van Dam on the boots too, so very nice RVD. Always like more RVDs, man. That guy was awesome. Next up, we got a Lucy Undertaker, unfortunately. Lucy arm. Another one I couldn't tell in the picture how good he was. But yeah, he's okay. He kind of stands. I think I got him for like $5. So yeah, not a bad Undertaker there. Probably like 04, 05 Taker, 06. Next up, we got The Rock. Another ruthless body Rock figure. He has the tattoo. No elbow pads, but he's got the wristbands. It's kind of played with, as you can tell by his hair. Looks like he got stunnered a lot or jackhammered a lot or something. Unfortunately, because this would have been probably one of my favorite Rocks in my collection if it was in a little bit better shape. But yeah, not a bad Rock. I guess you can use this as like just before he got his tattoo, but I don't think he ever had shaved hair with sideburns like that, which is also, I guess you can call it a Jeremy Padower mashup, because I guess he worked for Jakks around this time. But yeah, very weird, interesting Rock figure. I want to say it's the one from the 3-pack with Brett and Shawn. I could be wrong, but very nice either way. Still a nice Rocky figure. Next up, we got Captain Lou Albano. Not really sure. Don't really know too much. He was kind of before my time. I do know that he was in the Cyndi Lauper video. That's basically all I know. And I just know that he was like a manager, maybe for the Wild Samoans, I think. That's like the only really thing I know about him. But yeah, not a bad looking figure. I've seen pictures of him, so I think it looks a lot like him. Nice little soft good shirt on him too. Another one that's kind of tall because he has those really tall legs, but not a bad. Always nice to add more managers and stuff to the collection, so we'll put them over here. Another one we got here. Another Shawn Michaels here. Might as well pull this one out. This is like Ruthless Aggression era Shawn Michaels, I think. Another one that kind of screams Here Comes the Pain to me, but doesn't have the tattoo, unfortunately, and they skipped out on the design on the back of his tights, which is crazy how they can do that. I just think that looks so dumb. But it's an okay Shawn Michaels. He's got his ponytail. What more to say? Basic looking Shawn Michaels there. Next up, we got a new face to the collection here. We got Evan Bourne. Very decent shape. His arms aren't loose. He was probably played with a little bit because there is a couple marks and stuff on him, but another guy I didn't really know too much about until I started watching AEW when he was Matt Sydal. I guess that's his real name, I think. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a high flyer, so yeah, he's cool. Evan Bourne. Next up, we got Triple H in the purple trunks, clean shaven. I gave him a sledgehammer just to hold on to. One knee pad. I don't remember if that's how he came or what. I feel like it was. But yeah, it's an okay Triple H. I think they did release Triple H again in the purple with a different head. But it's an okay Triple H. There's no logos on the back of the tights, unfortunately. And even the front one looks a little bland. But still, I feel like this Triple H in the purple is an iconic time period. So Evolution, beating Booker. Probably shouldn't have beaten Booker, but, you know, not a bad Triple H to add to the collection. We'll throw him up top. Next up, we got Matt Hardy in the green long pants there. Lucy arm. Another decent Matt Hardy head scan, though. I think I have one very similar to this, just in all black pants. So this one's very similar, just with the green, and he's got some skulls in the pockets. Not a bad Matt Hardy. I feel like he has a million figures, so very decent. We'll put him up top, Matt Hardy. Next up, we have another custom, I believe. Eric Bischoff, but I believe this is a different head. I think he's supposed to have more of the earlier look with the black hair and no beard. So whoever I bought this from must have just maybe the head broke off, or maybe the other figure broke and they just wanted to swap the head. I don't know. Who knows? But another Bischoff in a suit to add to the collection there. Not bad. Next up, we got Classic Superstars X-Pac. Very nice figure. Just nice to have a I almost said Road Dogg. X-Pac figure in a Ruthless style body is pretty cool. The tights are okay, or the singlet, I guess you'd call it. Not bad. It's got a couple marks on it, but very nice head sculpt. I've seen this on a bunch of his older Titantrons and whatnot, so very happy to have DX Ruthless style X-Pac in the collection. We'll put him up top. Break it down. Who do we got next? We got The Rock, but not The Rock. We got Don Morocco. I think they used to call him The Rock. I'm actually not even sure about that, but another one that's very mint. Another guy way before my time. Yeah, not much really to say about him. It looks like him. Another legend to add to the collection. We'll put him up top. Don Morocco. Who do we got next? Another one that's customized that I had no idea. If you guys can tell the difference, I'll give you like 2 seconds to tell me what's wrong with this figure here. And if you guessed a different torso swap, then you were right, because this Scott Steiner did not come with this buff body. I believe the Steiner that came with these tights had more of the slimmed down body like this. So whoever I bought this from customized this figure. Also, you can tell here, I didn't see that in the photos. Torso crack probably right there. Broke a piece. There's something in there holding them together. So I am on the lookout for another Steiner. I don't really want to display this one in my collection. So yeah, hopefully one day we get that one with the different body type. He also has one in like jeans, which I wouldn't mind getting that one too. But finally we have Scott Steiner in the collection, but not the best one, unfortunately. We'll put him over here. All right, next up, we got one I actually just picked up the other day. I went to a toy show in Hamilton and picked up this awesome Brooklyn Brawler. He was $15. Unfortunately, he didn't have his hat in the bag with him. But another one that kind of suffers from that looking down all the time disease. But I thought he was in good enough shape to buy him. I believe he was The Rock's first ever opponent, or he was the first guy to take the Rock bottom or something. I don't remember. I remember him in an interview talking about it, but there's the Brooklyn Brawler. Next up, we got Arriba, Tito Santana. Very nice Tito Santana figure. He's got the painted on shirt. It comes with the IC belt there. It does have the sombrero and the design on the back of the trunks there. Actually, it has the same design as this Don Morocco there. I guess maybe they came in a 2-pack. Maybe they were tag team partners. I don't know. It's before my time. Someone's probably laughing at me in the comments right now. You don't know? But yeah, there's Tito. Nice figure, man. Nice figure. Oh, he's got red bottoms too. Not bad. Never noticed that. Next up, we got Cowboy Bob Orton. Not a bad figure, honestly. I'm happy that he came with his hat. Yeah. Very nice to add Bob Orton to the collection. His son is awesome. He does kind of have a cast on. It's not really covering his whole hand or anything. But I remember he always wore the cast. Used it as a gimmick that his arm never healed, which was hilarious. But yeah, very cool. Cowboy Bob Orton there. Who do we have next? Let's go with this guy. We got Kevin Thorne, I believe his name is. Another one that was kind of around when I stopped watching. Hard to find these guys with his tie. I kept finding these figures without his tie, and it just looked stupid and wrong. But I guess he's also supposed to have like a soft goods shirt that goes over him, which I couldn't find that either. But he has kind of loosey arms. He has something rattling inside of him. All right figure to have in the collection. Slightly remember him. So there is Kevin Thorne. Who do we have next? Let's go with Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is like Sheriff Austin, I guess, around 2004, maybe. I don't know. I feel like this just reminds me of Austin riding the ATV to Raw and all that. Wow, stiff head on the guy. That head's probably never been articulated. Still right there. Wow. I remember seeing something about this figure saying, like, at the time it was released, it was like, is this Austin's last ever figure? Because he was, like, retiring from wrestling. But, yeah, I don't know. Obviously it wasn't, because they made a bunch more after this. Another one with the white wrist tape, which is weird. I don't remember him wearing the white wrist tape at this time, so I have to go back and check. Don't see why he would wear any wrist tape. He was never wrestling at this time, so interesting Austin figure. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. We'll put him up top. Who do we got next? We have, looks like, the Ultimate Warrior. Not a bad Warrior figure at all. I want to say it's different than the Classic Series 1. I think the body type's different. And I don't know if he's been super played with or if his paint's supposed to look like that. I feel like it's played with because he does have other marks there. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the boots, the boot tassel things. He did have one, but I took them off just because it didn't look right, just him having one. So, not a bad Warrior there. Always nice to add more Jakks Warriors to the collection. Ultimate Warrior. Who do we got next? Let's bring out this other orange and yellow and red guy. We got Hulk Hogan. Hulk still rules. Hulkamania Classic Series, Classic Superstars. Not sure exactly what series it's from, but not a bad Hogan. He's got his shirt molded on there, so you can't really take it off or anything. But very nice head scan on him. Looks exactly like him. Very happy to add another Jakks Hogan into the collection. Definitely on top there. Boom. Who do we have next? We got Rick Martel, I believe. Another guy I don't really know too much about. I do know he's getting a lot of new figures from a lot of different toy companies. I guess he hasn't been signed with any toy company for a while. I think he has a Mattel figure, but I think before that, this was his only figure, maybe. And he probably had a Hasbro and all that, but yeah, just a guy who doesn't get that many figures, I guess. Don't really know too much about him. He does kind of have the sticky disease on his knee pads there. Got to give those a nice little wash. But he does have his little sweater that wraps around his shoulders there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, there's Rick Martel. Not bad. All right, how many do we got left here? We got 7 figures left, everybody. And the next figure we're going to bring out is old school Mankind. Mankind when he first popped up on the scene. Not with the corporate look with the white and the tie, more of the boiler room looking weird Mankind. He's got the mandible claw glove thing there on his hand. Just not a bad figure at all. I almost have every Mankind persona, I guess, McFoley persona. Just need a Cactus Jack, unfortunately. Spoiler alert, he's not in this video. But Cactus Jack, hopefully we can get him one day, because I do have now this Mankind, Dude Love, Corporate Mankind. We just need that, what's it called? I just said it, oh my god. Cactus Jack, we need Cactus Jack. So, there's Mankind, we'll put him on top. Not bad at all. Next figure, we have... Hey yo, Chico, Razor Ramon. Very nice Razor. He's got his gold chain. He's in very nice condition. Unfortunately, a couple scratches there. But it doesn't look like he was ever played with. Just probably thrown in a couple bins, scratching on some people. Another one that kind of has a sticky disease. And yeah, just a very good one. I think he came with that Shawn earlier. Not 100%. I got to go back and fact check that. But he does have the razor symbols on the knee pads and the elbow pads, which is awesome. Another one that's very nice, and I'm very happy to add in the collection. Razor Ramon. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. Next up, we have, finally, have this Rock figure. One I've been looking for a while. He does have his tattoo there. It's more of the Attitude Era sideburns look, which is very nice. I think he came with the World WWF Championship, but the figure didn't come with it, unfortunately. He's in okay shape, loosey arms, kind of. Other than that, he's not bad. Very nice to add this Rock to the collection. Definitely going on the top row there. And we got 4 left, everybody. 4 left. Let's bring out... We got D-Generation X Triple H. Very, very nice figure. One that they only use this head sculpt for, I think. I don't think this head sculpt was ever released on a different Triple H figure. So very nice to have this. It does have the classic Triple H tights on. Very nice. Remember him rocking those back in the day. But yeah, just a nice DX Triple H to add, man. Very nice figure. Triple H. He should go on the top. Honestly, all these last figures should go on the top, but the top's getting a little packed, so. Next up, let's go with the other figure from that Triple H, I believe, is Shawn Michaels. DX Shawn Michaels. Very nice looking figure. Has the metal chains in the front. Just super 98, I guess you can call it 98 Shawn Michaels, right before he kind of retired there, or had to retire or take time away because of his back injury. But probably the best Shawn Michaels in my collection now for the Jakks. I don't know, it's hard to pick, but the leather things on the legs and the vest, and just very nice Shawn Michaels. Colored tattoo. Very, very nice. We'll put him on the top, but hopefully my building doesn't collapse all that weight up there. Next up, we have Chase Undertaker, I believe. We saw one in the last video. This one is a little different. I did a little bit of research. I think it is a Chase version or a limited 1 of 3,000 or something. Very nice Undertaker. He's got the belt. He's got his coat. Just the head is a little bigger. I will say the head is a little big, but still looks really good. Still looks like Mark Calloway. So there you go. Undertaker, classic Superstars Chase. Doesn't have those things on the boots, though, so I'm not sure if he came with those or not. But very nice Undertaker. We'll put him right to the side there. And the last figure of the video is another rare boy. We got the LWO Eddie Guerrero limited figure. I think it was an internet exclusive back at his time at WCW, running the LWO. Classic tights. They might have just made an Ultimate Martel with these tights. I'm not too sure. I'd have to go back and check, but a very nice LWO Eddie. His arm is a little loose on one of the sides, but just very nice figure, man. I said it in the last video. I didn't really have too many Eddie Guerreros. Now I've got like, I think 3 or 4 lately. So very happy to add Eddie into the collection. Very nice. So yeah, there is part 9 of my Jakks Pacific Wrestling figure collection. I thank everybody who's watched my videos, my collection videos in the past couple weeks, and all of them over the years, the past 4 or 5 years. How long we've had this channel for, I can't believe it's been that long already. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for part 10 down the road. But the next collection video will be coming probably in a month, maybe a little bit sooner. So stay tuned for that. We will be doing the Mattel collection part 3 or the AEW action figure collection. Let me know in the comments if you guys would rather see the Mattel collection part 3 or the AEW collection part 1. All right. So long, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.